WBAV is V101.9.
I titled it Beautiful because that's just how I feel, like on the inside. I think a lot of my past albums have been like very like negative or like male bashing and things like that.
I want to talk about that.
And I'm just not in that place like anymore. I'm just somewhere else, just going through the experience I went through with my child. Just it took me somewhere, you know, and I just like did a metamorphosis on the inside. And you know, I'm just really grateful for that because your children can just really make you better people just all around. And I've just learned to take a negative situation and be able to turn it into something positive or see the positivity in it, you know.
And see the beautiful side.
And see the beautiful side of absolutely.
That's the brand new single.
Yeah.
Well, you know, because I'm nosy. I like to get all up in people's business. So let's talk about. I didn't really take Emotional Roller Coaster as male bashing per se, but I could tell you were going through some things. Now let's talk. What were you going through?
That was my first love.
Who was going through you is what it is.
That song is about my first love. Like, oh, he just broke my heart. So,
really?
yeah, it was so bad. I wrote Emotional Roller Coaster when I was 19, maybe almost 20. And
so how old are you now?
He broke my heart at 29.
Okay.
Like, I just, like, I was so heartbroken, so messed up over this guy. Like, he just broke my heart. And that whole first album was about him, and that's what Emotional Roller Coaster was about. Yeah, it took me a long time to get over him.
So, was it helpful to write it all down? Because it was helpful for us to hear it.
It's always helpful to write it down. Yeah, always helpful to write it down. Like my songs are like my journal entries, you know.
So you don't mind sharing what's going on in your real life?
No. I like people to get a glimpse into, you know, who I am as a person as well. You know, I like people to think of me as a normal, regular person that goes through the same things that they go through. I think that's why a lot of women in particular relate to me because of that.
Well, I think that's really cool, and I think you definitely hit on a very positive point there, because when I heard the song, I was like, oh, girl, I've been through it.
Yeah.
So now when you go out and you're meeting people across the country, as you talk about your brand new CD, Beautiful, are you finding like a lot of women want to tell you their story?
Oh, yeah, but that's been with every record. A lot of women do tell me their story, yeah. When we do autograph signings, you know, sometimes I'll just let them talk. It'll be a long line, and my tour manager's like, Vivian, you can't keep talking to that lady. You got to listen to that person. But I'll just listen, and we'll just have, like, girl talk, and it's like a long line. So, yeah, I always, you know, let the fans talk to me, you know, as much as I can. I think it's touching that they want to share with me, even, you know. Like, you want to share with me because I share it with you, and we don't.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because I feel like telling you something. I mean, I'm happy, too. So but it's just that when you hear a good song, because like with Beautiful, you know, I've been through the whole emotional roller coaster type of thing, too. Just like you, and there's probably something emotional happening on my phone right now. But I've also seen the beautiful side, and there's nothing like coming out on the other side and then seeing the sun. So I can identify with both of them. You know, Steve Harvey he does our morning show here on B101.9. Have you ever thought about taking all this beautiful writing that you do and turning it into a book like him? Because I think you got some things that people want to hear.
I've never thought about doing that. Actually, no.
No?
I actually started writing a book about my experience with my son over the last 6 years, but I did not think about writing about what I write about on my records now.
So, if you would write a book about your son, well, I know you said he was sick when he was born, it was a difficult pregnancy, or
all that stuff. Yeah.
Come on, give us the inside.
Difficult pregnancy. He was born with an unknown syndrome. So it's like not one person in the world like him, basically.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So which is, you know, there's not a real diagnosis. The doctors can't really tell you what's going to happen, how it's going to develop. So when he was a baby, really all the way up until about 3.5, like everything was questionable. Like, you know, he did everything late. He spoke late. For a whole year, he refused to eat anything. He walked really late. Like everything, talked late. Everything he did really late. And you know, his neurologist was like, you know, we just have to keep following him to see, you know, if it's going to turn around. We just have to keep following him. There's like no medication that they can, you know, necessarily give. There's some surgeries that they wanted to do that I, you know, necessarily wasn't feeling. He had like a cyst in his brain back when he was born, like some bone malformations in his skull. Like so, I've been like fighting with like surgeons and attending physicians for the past 6 years. Like, no, you're not doing the surgery on my baby. No. And it's really just been like the most amazing thing that has ever happened to me, because to see a little tiny little 3-pound baby, you know, with these issues, and no one be able to tell you like what the outcome is going to be, and to see it turn around just the same It's like, I've never seen anything more amazing in my life. He's 6. He just turned 6.
Uh-huh.
And he's in kindergarten. And, like, he's, like, the smartest kid. Like, you would never.
You would never know.
He's so smart. Like, he just took his first standardized test and he killed it. Like, he murdered it. Like, he's so smart.
That's incredible.
It's amazing.